And good, here we are.
It's us again.
Every time I click that button, I start off wrong, don't I? Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie. He'll be one of our guests that's coming up. Did y'all see a guitar? We got some.
Yeah.
Don't sing for his supper.
I think we're going to get to sing.
Look, how bad? And Dr. Alan Brown's going to join us also. He's got a new book coming out. As always, we love talking to him.
On top of what, 30-something?
Yeah, 40? How many you got? 40? 40 books, y'all. Right here in Meridian. We got a big-time author that is joining us.
Yeah.
But how bad is it that, well, you're a thief. Let's just get down to this. You get sent to prison.
Millions.
Yeah. Lots of money there. You lied.
Yeah.
And your daughter every day claims you're getting out of prison. And, well, you
Took your wife down, will you?
Yeah. And you bought...
I don't know if he's in the same one or not.
We're talking about Todd Chrisley. Chrisley knows best. Very odd...
Oh, you can say that again.
Relationship.
Yeah.
The show, I watched it once or twice, and it did have some funny lines of how he made his kids do this, that, and the other. But how bad is it once you make it to prison and get fired from your job?
Your job is you worked with the...
He's working with the preacher.
With the preacher and setting up the service for all the different denominations.
Yes, sir.
And you get fired.
They said he talked too much to the people, and he was not doing his job when he should have been doing it. He's been fired, but they wouldn't give any other details other than that, in the fact that they said that he could get rehired.
He's still helping.
You know, they were really,
much.
the daughter was really pushing that mom was going to get out early, and, well, the parole board didn't quite see it that way. She's going to be staying also. They defrauded. I don't care how you slice it. It was bad. Lots of money.
$30 million?
I don't remember the figures.
Something like that. They went to the bank, something like this, so don't quote me. They $30 million, and then they filed bankruptcy, and you had $30 million. They said they lost it, and then they've been living off of the $30 million that they never made a payment on. Then, the daughter, Savannah, I think is her name, she got all mad because Mama was going back to court, and they wouldn't let her get in a nice dress. They took her back to court in an orange jumpsuit.
That didn't go over well.
Well, I mean, you're a prisoner.
That's what you're supposed to wear.
You're not going to court to prove your innocence before you've been found guilty. Man. She had been found guilty and serving time, so you don't get a...
The daughter, I guess, is doing... She's a pretty girl. The daughter is, but she's just trying to make her way there. Up and coming, we're going to have Livestock. The Livestock sing for us. No, it's not those cows that are always out in Marion.
It's not the one that Alan sat around there for a couple hours.
He was in Marion, too.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm telling you, Livestock... we got the band. This is a big deal coming up tonight at Squealer's Barbecue. The entertainment gets underway at 6. And we're going to make him sing for his supper right around the corner here. Mm-hmm. We hear he's good.
It's got his own song.
This is one of those things. I think Clayton's already got his chair because you have to arrive early to get the good seat tonight at Squealer's.
Oh, he's got his own table.
Neshoba County Fair, run up and get seated so you can get... If you've never done the event, it is a hoot at Squealer's on Thursday night with live entertainment.
The weather is going to be nice.
It is.
No chance of rain.
None. You can sit out and never worry about getting wet.
Yeah, this is going to be a nice outdoor type event. Halfway in, halfway out. If you've never been, you got to go. I'm
not going to show the picture of this, but apparently there was a football game going on this weekend between the Arizona Cardinals and who else was under this? Maybe the Louisville Cheerleaders. They call themselves Louisville instead of Louisville. The cameraman with ESPN maybe got caught up in the moment, and he stayed on the cheerleaders for a moment, and they are raking him over the coals.
Okay, so was it his fault as the cameraman, because he's got the zoom lens, or was it the producer who didn't switch to another camera.
Good point. Now, I have not watched the video. I have not. I've just seen a snippet of what a still picture.
We're going to watch it after the show.
We'll get back with you on this. We're going to let Dr. Alan Brown put it on the projector for us. But there's a lot of people, and let me say, I'm not being ugly on this, but a cheerleader, y'all remember being in high school, a cheerleader is that pretty girl that all the guys want to date, they want to chase her. If you're a cheerleader, people stare at you. That's it.
Well, you don't have a lot on.
Well, no, it's a cute little outfit. It makes men go, wow, especially younger guys that are in high school or in college. But it was just comment after comment jumping on people for staring at the video because a cameraman may or may not, we haven't looked, zoomed in a little too far. And he got caught up in the moment. But people, that's what happens with football. And they were going, that's somebody's daughter. It is, but she's also a cheerleader, which gets people to glance that way at a ball game. Just saying.
I still think the producer should have told him, hey, we're going to switch to another camera. And maybe he says, well, you know why I've got this zoom lens?
Do you remember the scene in Scrooge where he broke into the control room? Don't touch that camera. Maybe that's what
maybe
was
the
going
producer wanted to see it too. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm getting at. What was that TV show? That's just real nice. That's right. Let's just look for a moment. We don't know, but it was funny, and it had a little people bent out of shape as we look at some of these new ones there. Up and coming, as we said, right next, we're going to get ready for some entertainment, a homespun song, and we're going to learn more about Livestock and the big event that is happening tonight. Again, Squealers is just off of North Hill Street. Entertainment like you've never seen in barbecue that will make you lick your fingers.
Yes, it will.
I always get the same thing, and let me warn you all about this. If you go in, they always give you, when you make your order, the pork skins. Let's just get down to what you're supposed to do. Ask for the little bowl, and then you take that original barbecue sauce and you dip the and they're made the pork skins, and you dip it in it. You ain't never had nothing like it in your life, Odie.
They're good. That's the only way I'll eat pork skins.
Oh, I'll eat
the
any
only
way I
place
can,
I'll
but
eat.
that's just like, it's like, what do those chefs do? Mwah!
Yeah.
That's it. Take it from us. Look at us. We eat.
Yeah.
We know things.
Talking about getting the same thing. You didn't get the same thing at the Mexican restaurant yesterday when we went to go eat. You didn't get that foldy over thing.
I went for something different yesterday because it was more food on the plate.
Was it good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you ate it all.
It was good stuff. I got caught up in it. We'll be right back. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The PreCast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built-in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the PreCast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The PreCast Group.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? PreCast Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers, we have top quality equipment for rent on a project-to-project basis. All our equipment is expertly maintained for peak performance, ensuring you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project. Call us or visit ParrishRents.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Parish Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie, and we are getting questions about what went on today. This morning, 4 a.m.-ish, Mississippi Highway Patrol officer was headed west on I-20 near Morton. He went to make a traffic stop, and the rig kept going. He takes the exit to Morton, and you think, well, he's going to pull over here. Well, no, sir. He went back across the interstate and headed back toward Forest and Lake and those areas. Well, Forest PD jumps in there. Lake PD jumps in there. And everybody's following him. It's a little line there. The next thing you know, it's looking like OJ on I-20. I am not lying.
We're
And then,
getting close to Christmas, but all those lights was.
as we got near that Newton County line, here come Jody Pennington and his guys. They got in this. We added a few more there. It would come up on Lauderdale County, and of course, they set up spikes right there at Newton. They took out the tires on the 18-wheeler. And I want to say even one of the spikes got hung on the front of the 18-wheelers. It blew out the tires. He didn't stop. He kept right on going. He came into Lauderdale County. More spikes were deployed. More tires blew. He takes a right, goes there by the prison. You would think he's going to stop at the truck stop. But no, sir, he takes a left on a 2-lane road, which is Arundel Road. A very narrow road if you've ever been down it.
And curvy.
Very curvy, right past BJ's house, your kin folks.
Yeah, Mo cuz. Hey, cuz.
Went by the church. He hung a left. And I don't know this. I'm not a police officer, but Highway 11, couldn't you have blocked the road? But I know you. I guess you would have lost a car. Maybe that's why they didn't do it.
That's an 18-wheeler. That is a large assault weapon, however you want to say it. Get somebody in front of them. You don't have to shoot the radiator out of this thing.
Well, the spikes were going 90 to that, but he gets to Highway 11 and he turns back left toward the airport. Boogie that boogie there. He goes up to structural steel and hangs him a right, goes over the railroad tracks, then turns left to the Pilot truck stop. And as we all know, as you get to the Pilot where the subway is, there it gets kind of tight.
Just a little
wee bit there. And he takes a right toward Atlas Roofing, which is really a dead-end road. We are under the assumption that they go, we don't want to lose our gates, so they opened up the gates, and right through it he went. Right through the middle of Atlas Roofing and on back down to Valley Road. Now, at this point, again, it's the Blues Brothers. We're going to show you some video here in a second. It's the Blues Brothers, and they join in. He goes down, once he gets on Valley Road, and we all know that's even curvier. He takes a left on T.M. Jones Road, which is, he gives it up there at the ball field. And
I think his rim got stuck.
It could have been. He jumps out the rig, and he was apprehended, and he will be taken into custody. He's probably at the Lauderdale County Jail by now. Here's a few pictures from the event. This is going to be here at the scene where this is the left right there. That's the oak tree there by the ball field.
Yep.
Saw the fireworks show not long ago there. But a lot of law enforcement agencies on scene there as he's arrested. That's where it all happened. Now, let's back out, Odie.
We don't know what he was hauling yet. There's been some rumor, or not rumors, but people questioning, could it have been people? There's no way to rule anything out.
Look at the front of this truck. Let me zoom in on this, y'all. Yeah. Oh, it won't let me go no further. But look there's no tires whatsoever on the front. Smoking, no tires.
Now, that didn't just happen. That's how he drove down Valley Road with no tires on the front, no steer tires. That is dangerous. This goes back. I'm not in law enforcement, but I'd shoot the radiator out of this thing before he hurt somebody.
I'm sure there was a reason they didn't do that. Yeah. Let me go up and find. We did go live with the pursuit. Let me show you this. This was our man on the scene. He was on this as he followed it live there behind it safely. We didn't get involved in what was going on. We didn't want to mess anything up. Now let's go. I showed this video at the 6:30 show, but I wanted to just show you as he passed. This was I think going into Atlas Roofing. Let's pull this beautiful bean footage up and hit play here. No tires.
And look here, you got 1 little, 2 little, 3 little officers, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little officers. I think there was 15. Away. I think 15 of them was. I don't know how many they were going to use, but I know how many they brought.
And I'm sure that at some point there was more than that.
Sheriff Anthony Chancellor said he almost made it into Clark County. He wouldn't have made it far past the line into Clark County. I can promise you that.
I have seen, this is probably the biggest chase that we've had in a while in our area.
Oh, yeah.
Ben, does it make you want to sing Eastbound and Down?
I don't think it's headed very far.
I think it was 16 cars, Rodney. Yeah.
But it was a lot of law enforcement. No one was hurt, thank goodness. Now, again, we do not know what is on that truck just yet. One just has to assume that he didn't want to stop for whatever was in the back.
Yeah. Or either what he didn't have in his back pocket. A license to drive a rig.
You never know. It could have been, what was that big song by what's his name that we talked about yesterday? If you want to get high, okay. Can you do that song? Eric Clapton, yeah.
That's it.
That could have been the theme song here, or it could have been Moonshine. It could have been anything. We don't know yet. But thankfully, no law enforcement officers were hurt. No one on the interstate. And they took a lot of precaution with this. As he would come to a town, officers would run up and block the interstate to where he couldn't get off. He just kind of faked everybody back there. They were expecting him, I think, to get to the split and make a decision. And he took a right-hand turn at the truck stop onto a Rundle Road. And had he not taken a left toward the airport, it was a dead end down there.
Yeah.
It would have been nowhere to go.
Yeah,
man, what a morning
stuck.
We've had.
I mean, already, we ain't even got started real good. The sun hadn't even come completely out.
As we let Zach up here. Zach, come on up here and talk to us. You're getting ready for the big night coming up tonight at Squealers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, full band going to be there?
Yes, sir. We are the Livestock band. I am from Meridian, Mississippi.
Ben?
My guys, yeah, they're from Philadelphia. So
Where'd you graduate from?
Patrician Academy.
There you go.
Got my degree there from high school, and then went on and went to the University of Alabama and got my bachelor's degree.
We ain't going to hold that against you.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You got to.
But he's
Good
a hotty-toddy fan at heart.
That's right. That's right.
So how long have y'all been performing together?
So I have been playing probably since 2014. I played for my worship team over at the church I went to, First Assembly of God in Butler. And then when I moved over here, I married Katie Pace from Collinsville, and we moved over here in March of 2017, which I had played some acoustic shows at like the Brick House and some other areas like in 2014, 2015. I used to work at Rush, so we had the whole hospital over there when we did.
I kept getting word, hey, there's this guy that works at the hospital that you need to hear. And that's how you came to me. And I was downtown one night, and I heard, man, you're good. I mean, you've got what it takes. And this guy's country. This isn't this fake stuff. You don't sing about girls on tailgates, and that has no meaning.
I try to steer away from the bro country as much as possible.
The road
we do play
country.
a few that makes people like to dance, but other than that, we
Yeah. So you've written a song too.
Yes, sir.
What's it about? How did it come to you?
So this song is just about growing up in the country. When you come home and you cross that county line and you call your mom and dad and say, hey, I'm almost to the house, and the things that we think about on a Friday night, we didn't get into much trouble. We like to go mud riding, go
Oh, yeah, we all did.
Ride some dirt roads and then have to watch your truck Sunday, just
Call somebody in the middle of the night to come winch you out that only has one winch in between all your friends.
It's just about finding the beauty and the simplicity of the country lifestyle.
Well, you going to play it for us?
Absolutely.
What's the name of it?
It's called This Little Town.
This Little Town. Here we go.
Where I was born, where I played around. Some say it's a middle of nowhere town, but I believe God made it just for me. It's where the county line means I'm almost home. Calling up my folks on the telephone, tell them that I'm turning in the drive. Sometimes I leave wanting to get out, but somehow I always seem to get turned around. It's where I was raised in a backwoods way. We played in the yard on a rainy day, smiling, laughing, and loving everything. It's where I learned to be tough and not back down. It's where I know I'll settle down. It'll always be where I'll hang around. This little town. about land and love. So high on fresh air, I almost fly above those perfect clouds that are always floating around. 'Cause when the sun starts fading, the dust starts waving, you see our tail lights headed out of town. You probably won't understand if you've never been. It's a country state of mind that we're stuck in. It's where I was raised in a backwoods way. We played in the yard on a rainy day, smiling, laughing, and loving everything. It's where I learned to be tough and not back down. It's where I know I'll settle down. It'll always be and I live with a little regret. If there's a better place, you know I ain't found it yet. It's where I was raised in a backwoods way. We played in the yard on a rainy day, smiling, laughing, and loving everything. It's where I learned to be tough and not back down. It's where I know I'll settle down. It'll always be where I'll hang around. You know it's where they'll put me in the ground, in this little town. Yeah, in this little town.
Folks, that's the Livestock, but that's Ben, and man, that is good.
That is good. And you can see them tonight at Squealers while you get good food. You can definitely hear some good music. And I'm sure you're going to play that again live tonight.
Absolutely.
So, tell me this, Ben. When have you always listened to country like I did? You grew up kind of that way?
Yes, sir.
Who was your favorite artist? Who was it? Let me see if me and you identify here.
Well, I'm sure that we do. The cowboy hat says that we do, because if you catch me any other place other than going to
Every
work,
time I've seen you, you've had your hat on.
Yeah.
I got an extra if you want to borrow
I
it over
would
there.
have to say, if you're asking me my favorite artist of all time, it's got to be Waylon Jennings.
Scoot up to the mic just a little bit there while you talk. It's a little different. Waylon?
Waylon Jennings, yes, sir.
Would you say, what pick out of that group? Is it Ramblin' Man? What is it that are you sure Hank done it this way? What was it that made you?
You know, those, of course. Way More Blues is probably one of my favorite songs of all time, just because it tells such a story.
Oh, it is a story.
And I mean, all the references and things that he uses in that song kind of pique your brain, you know, make you start thinking, and how he spells, if you want to get the rabbit out the L-O-G, you got to make a commotion like a D-O-G.
Yep.
I mean, hey, that man's teaching children how to spell out here.
He was.
Yeah.
Waylon was way ahead of his time. The first man that ever made it to Nashville. And, you know, you went to Nashville and they said, well, look, you got this band that's going to come in and sing with you. And he goes, oh, no. I'm bringing my band. We're coming to the studio. And it worked. What was it, 6 million copies that sold?
Oh, yeah, man.
It was just unreal. He broke all the records.
It paid
Were
to
you
be an
standing there
outlaw
back in
then.
49?
Unfortunately, no. I did not get to witness that firsthand, but I'm trying to keep it alive, you know. We play several of his songs with our band and try to keep the old country in with the new country and not forget where we came from.
Now, again, this all happens tonight. Squealers, you get to hear a whole lot. But before you go, we're going to go to commercial, and we're going to come back. I'm going to make you do a Waylon, because Waylon is just, I'm telling y'all, folks, I remember meeting Waylon Jennings, and I was 24, 25. Van Mack took me back, and he goes, this is the man. And at the time, I knew he was big, but I don't think it really sunk into me just how big Waylon was at that moment in my life. And, of course, you couldn't have cameras. You couldn't take – it was just one of those little private events that we went to. So y'all stay with us. We're going to have this guy, Ben, the Livestock man, who's performing tonight. Squidler's doing another song. We're going to do some Waylon.
And Brian says, what's his name? We've got Ben McBride with us
Yes, sir.
with the Livestock band. So that's That's who we've got singing. So remember his name because you'll be hearing it a lot.
Yep, he's one of the best. We'll be right back with that here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Y'all come out and see us at J&J Auto Sales, Highway 19 South, located right up the hill from the red light, or you can visit us at jnjmeridian.com. We have over 50 cars and trucks in stock, nice quality vehicles ranging from $3,000 to $16,000. J&J will get you off your feet and back in the street. Right here at J&J Auto Sales, Highway 19 South. Hey, and on the web, jnjmeridian.com.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Hey, this is Greg, and everybody knows I love to eat good food. So when you're out and about, come on down to Long's Fish Camp. Been here for over 50 years serving some of the South's best fried fish, hush puppies, shrimp, and hey, don't forget the coleslaw. Probably the best anywhere in the world. Excellent food, excellent service. Drive on down to Enterprise, Mississippi, and enjoy your food from Long's. Remember, at Long's, everybody's family.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And as we talk about some great things that are going on, these folks do it right here. If you're looking for a home, Snowden Company has what you want. Whether it's big, small, if you're just looking for land to build, talk to Amanda. She's got plenty of staff members who can show you around any of these homes that are listed. Now, they've got keys to the multiple listings as well in Meridian. They can show you those as well, some of the ones that they've got there. Maybe you want a secluded one. This one, I think, has got 50 acres with the home. If you're looking for a private fence drive, nobody can get in. It's kind of like a little fort around your place. This is the house for you. It's nice. See Amanda. She'll show you more about this of the inside of that. It's pretty, too. Nothing quite like it. If you want yourself a 2-story home.
Now, that's an office right there.
Yeah.
Man.
See them. Again, 453-3937. Whether you're listing, moving up in the world with more kids, you know what to shake a stick at. Maybe it's the Brady Bunch this happened to you. You got married and she brought along 5 kids you didn't know about.
Ooh, that'll happen. You may just want an investment.
Sometimes you get married and the mother-in-law moves in with you a month later. Yeah, it's happened. I've heard about it.
That's what a fella said. He had 6 months to live, and they said, "What are you going to do?" He said, "I'm going to invite my mother-in-law to live with me." And he goes, "Why?" He said, "It'll be the longest 6 months of my life."
See him today, Snowden Company. Again, our special guest this morning is Ben, who's going to be playing tonight out at Squealer's Barbecue. And it's great country music. I've really enjoyed this.
Been great.
You've been hitting it.
Well, thank you.
So I sort of sprung it on you and put you on the moment and forced you to do a Waylon song.
That's quite all right. That's my comfort zone anyway. So I think, my favorite, if we're going to get the day started, we might as well get started upbeat, right?
There we go.
So let's do a little Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way.
Woo,
Right?
I like this, y'all.
That made you feel good, didn't it?
Lord, it's the same old tune, fiddle and guitar. Where do we take it from here? Rhinestone suits and new shiny cars. It's been the same way for years. We need a change. Well, now somebody told me when I came up to Nashville, son, you finally got it made. Old Hank made it here, and we're all sure that you will, but I don't think Hank done it this way. No, I don't think Hank done it this way. Come on now. Yeah, and I'm 10 years on the road, making them one-night stands, speeding my young life away. Just tell me one more time, just so's I'll understand. Are you sure old Hank done it this way? Did old Hank really do it this way? Oh yeah.
Are you sure Hank done it this way? Of course, a little wailing there. Ben, that was incredible. Have you talked to maybe flirting with a record deal in any kind of way? I've heard rumors.
So, well, we had an opportunity.
Move a little bit closer to that mic there.
We had an opportunity to do that last year, and the contract just didn't feel right to me.
It's better not to get him one that you can't get out of.
There were some things that I just felt eerie about, so I steered the other way. And part of the reason I do what I do is the guys I get to play with, they make it special for me, you know. And when they try to take you for a record deal, typically they're going to take you from your band. It's kind of the bad news nobody tells you. But, I would like to take a second to say the guys that I play with, the ones you'll see tomorrow night anyway, are Nick Massey on the lead guitar, DeAndre Hinton on the drums, and then Joe Latham plays bass. And then I myself, Ben McBride, play guitar and sing. And then when we have our six-piece together, we also have a husband and a wife duo that join us.
Really?
Which is Jesse Yates and Christy Yates. For those of you that are not blessed with knowing them, they are incredible musicians, and Christy is just angelic with her singing. Jesse plays everything from a saxophone to a piano to, we call it the saxolin, because we'll tear out into some George Strait, and he starts playing the violin on the saxophone. So it's cool stuff, but I've got a group of people that are great to work with. They love what we do, and it makes my job easy.
God got something in plan. Don't
I've
worry.
always believed that you can't forget those who, as the old saying goes, brung you to the dance. That's right. You can't turn your back on your friends. And I know that there's a lot that goes into those record deals. And if it ain't right, you hang in there. The right opportunity will come because you do have the talent. And folks, we'll be out. It's going to be Squealers tonight beginning at 6. Now, if you'd like to come out, we're going to be filming a new commercial for Squealers. If you want to be in that, be in the crowd, come on out. We're going to be video and all that. So we'll be there with you tonight, spinning cameras around and getting some footage from all of this. So we invite you out. It's going to be fun.
Everybody wants to be famous. You know, you're famous when you make the Scotty Ray Report, but if you make a commercial as well, I mean, that's next level. That's next level.
Now, you were telling me before the show started this morning, y'all got another show coming up at the Temple?
We do. We've been working with Mr. Barry Roebuck, and, just a little quick interject here. If you guys get a chance to come see us tonight, or if you're interested in seeing us and don't get to come tonight, we will be at the Temple Theater November 23rd. So be following our Facebook and look for that. We would love everyone's support. It would mean the world to us. We're trying to gain ground here in Meridian, and we would really appreciate all of you to come out and hang with us.
Do you have kids yet?
I do. I've got 3.
What's their names?
I've got Mabry Ann, Sadie Nell, and Pace Allen.
Well, I hope they're watching you this morning.
Oh, I'm sure they are. They're my biggest fans, man.
Well, if you don't know, this show reaches every single state in the United States and over 47 different countries. People are realizing and people are learning and they're knowing who you are, and you've got a great voice and a great talent, and we see great things coming.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Again tonight, give us the show times and what time it kicks off and how it all works.
So we'll be there tonight at 6. We play till 9:30. If you guys are interested in hearing some live music and eating good barbecue, y'all come see Mr. Teresa and us tonight at Squealers. It'll be a good time. We can guarantee that. There's no doubt about it.
And I've often, as I've said several times, come on early, get you a seat because this is going to fill up quick.
It does.
It does.
I would recommend if you're for sure coming, maybe even call and try to reserve you a table if you want one in a specific spot.
There you go. Ben, we can't thank you. We're going to invite you back. Before you go, make sure to leave us your number because we want to keep in touch, have you come back with us there. And you're welcome to stay the rest of the show if you've got time. Still on the way, we've got the author. He's going to talk about the big book signing that is coming up at Books A Million, right? Yeah,
Books
I thought so.
Million.
His wife is letting him out, and he's got an ink pen, and he ain't going to stop.
And it's a brand new ink pen, so it's full.
It is. We've got that and so much more on the way next here at the Scotty Ray Report. Stay with us. We'll be right back. When it's time to store something, think Store Local Storage. It's conveniently located next to Northeast Park, and it's gated. On top of that, it's climate control, so no matter the season, it'll protect your things. 24-hour security, a covered loading dock, fire sprinklers, and you can choose the storage unit that suits your needs. From a 5x5 all the way up to a 10x30, you choose the space that you need. Call Store Local Storage today at 601-490-1618, Highway 39 North, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger, plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have two locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. We do have a name of the suspect this morning that was taken into custody by the Mississippi Highway Patrol and numerous 20 other law enforcement agencies. Robert Harris is the gentleman. He's a white male. I want to say he was somewhere around 30, 31 years old, somewhere in that neighborhood. We still don't know what the charges are. There are numerous driving charges now, and I don't think he'll ever own a CDL license again in his life.
They took it from him before he even stopped.
Yeah. So as we get more information on this, we will update you again. The name of the that was coffee. Robert Harris is who it was. We had somebody just tried to drive a perfectly good car right up underneath a dump truck yesterday.
Them things don't budge.
No, they don't. This happened in Neshoba County. This would be Highway 19 near Road 836. Just kind of crunched it there.
Well, they wanted to read the license plate.
Yeah. They got a good view at it. That's what you call a roll-off box.
Yeah, boy.
So that happened there. No major injuries involved in that. Now let's get to something a little bit more serious. We have a situation in Lauderdale County to where there was a hit and run. A great man, and I think most people will release the name later today. I wanted to speak with the family first on this, but to give it to you lightly, there was a brief overview. There was a man that owned some land that lived within the city of Meridian. Someone was dumping trash on his land. He confronted him. He was knocked down. Now, what I don't know, and I wanted to confirm with them, is how he was knocked down. Was he pushed? Was he hit? I don't know. He fell, and as they drove away, they drove over the top of him. He is paralyzed. He is in Jackson, Mississippi, and I don't know much more than in critical condition. We have suspects that did this, and let me zoom this in. We've got this posted on the page, but we want you to look at it because this is a very distinctive truck. This is a white male and a black male that were in this pickup truck. This is a step-side Ford F-150. It's going to be early models 90s.
Yeah, single cab, those stick out.
They do. And that it's just trash. I can't tell what was on it.
But pulling that trailer, if you live anywhere around Kings Road, North Hill Street, any of that, check some video, check your cameras.
Is that missing right there,
And-
Odie, that guardrail? Has it got a chunk missing out of that
It
guardrail?
does look like it may be a chunk missing.
Where you
off
would
of it.
side load a lawnmower.
Yeah. Because, Debbie, you said it. This is pure evil right here. And somebody knows who that is, or we can find information to find out who that is, because we need to find them. Law enforcement needs to get them quick. And if you're out there and you're watching, is that you? Turn yourself in and get this over with, because you're going to be found. You're not getting away.
Oh, no, they'll get 'em.
You're going to be found. You might as well go ahead and take care of it now. Walk in the door down there at the Meridian Police Department, Sheriff's Department, wherever, and say, hey, that was me. I'm here to answer to my
We need
mishap.
strong. When I say strong, we need strong prayer chain for this, for his return to health. And now again,
Family, they're going through pure Hades right now of what's going on.
critical condition. The last I was updated, I don't know anything from overnight to where we are now, but you think of his wife, his kids, and I know them. They're good people.
Yes, they are.
So prayer chain for this man as he tries to recover. And we'll have more on that coming up. Let's talk to Alan for a second. Then we're going to do this day.
Yeah.
Alan, I ain't seen you since, well, it's been a few months.
Yeah, I think so.
You've been hiding out on me. Alan is getting ready for it. Of course, he is the premier ghostwriter in the state of Mississippi. He's professor at University of West Alabama. Mm-hmm. And what is your new book?
It's called Mississippi Scoundrels.
Oh, we're not in it, are we?
Actually, Scotty Ray kind of is.
Oh, I'm glad I got left out of that one.
What does it talk about? Who's our biggest scandal in it?
The biggest scoundrel in Mississippi is the Harp brothers.
What area were they from?
Well, this would be from Natchez. It's the Natchez Trace.
Okay.
So they robbed and murdered people, from Natchez up through Jackson and Tupelo and ending up at Nashville and then going into Kentucky. And these were horrible guys.
Wow.
And you and I have a personal connection to them because about 20 years ago, you and I and Davey Alexander and a psychic lady went to to King's Tavern.
Yes, I
spent
remember.
the night. Well,
Remember the bed being warm that night?
Yeah.
Nobody had been in it?
That's where they were laying down at.
I remember.
Yeah. Well, he was up in the second floor, according to a legend, and a crying baby woke him up. And he went down the stairs, and this poor woman was trying to rock him to sleep and wouldn't work. So he said, let me have the child. Well, she needed all the help she could get, so she handed him to him. And then he
didn't, did he?
He put the baby to sleep permanently, let's just say that.
Just a bad as a scallawag.
Yeah. And so they say that night you can hear that baby crying. And I slept in the second floor. Actually, I slept in the bathroom because there was a story that the water, the faucet would turn on.
Yeah.
Even though the water had been turned off. Why it didn't happen?
Did you hear any?
No.
Yeah.
I was disappointed. Well, ghosts don't perform on cue.
That's true, they don't.
No. But anyway, that's our connection to Big Harp.
And Alan has been and traveled to so many of these places that he writes about. It's like when Alan writes, you live the moment through his words. It is one of the most entertaining things I've ever done. I've traveled with a lot of folks. It's a good fella here, a great writer. We can't brag on you enough about this. When does the book hit stores?
Well, it's in them now.
Oh.
And I will be signing copies of that book and of my ghost books at Books A Million Saturday from 1 till 4.
Okay, this Saturday from 1
Right.
to 4.
So if you're a fan of ghost stories or of true crime stories, just stop by and I'll talk to you about them.
Does Mississippi have any scallawag women? Is that a word?
Yes.
Scallawag
We do?
women,
Yes.
Who?
I
give me
wrote
one.
about 3 of them. And there's one from Laurel called Ouida Keaton. Now, people in Laurel would know who she is.
Right.
But in the 20s, she murdered her mother and We're a little fuzzy on this, but apparently she and her boyfriend dismembered her.
Ooh.
And so a rabbit hunter found the legs of her mother out in the woods. So this is called the Legs Murder Case.
That's what they named it.
Yes. And so I wrote all about it in my book. It's a very strange story.
Have you got a chapter to Shirley Buckley, Lauderdale County? Anything on her yet?
No, I do not.
I'm trying to find it here.
It's going to be the murder of Scotty Ray with them little scissors.
Many a man.
Don't do that because I don't know how to run none of this stuff, so you can't.
This is going to be a great book. We invite you. What time did you say you're getting there?
1 till 4.
1 to 4.
And I'll stay after 4 if somebody wants to just stop by late and talk.
Folks, if you've never bumped into anybody that you just love talking to, Alan is that guy. We're going to try to do. When is your tour coming up over in Livingston? When do you do that?
Well, that is, our Ghost Walk is the 29th and 30th at 7 o'clock.
Now, you meet there at the Circle downtown.
No, actually, this is an on-campus tour.
Oh, okay.
So we're meeting in front of Webb Hall. But I'll talk about all of the ghosts on campus, including
quite a few there.
Yes, including people who have died on campus.
That old library's got some issues, doesn't it?
Oh boy.
You know, we've got
sure
a house
does.
in Clark County that we're trying to get access to spend the night in because of all the ghostesses that's in there.
There's ghosts there, too.
Yeah.
We got more coming up with Alan Brown, who's going to be out signing books this weekend at Books A Million. We've got that and much, much more on the way. Don't rush off. We're going to make you smile before this is all said and done. We promise.
Here at Meridian Cycles, customer service is our #1 priority. And when you buy any Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, CF Moto, or Suzuki ATV or side-by-side, we're going to give you your first oil change absolutely free because we service everything we sell here at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North or call us 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced AutoGlass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, AutoGlass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced AutoGlass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPal windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in AutoGlass repair. Advanced AutoGlass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real steel. Find yours.
Welcome back. And, you know, there's always talk of ghosts. Some of that stuff is true. And I've asked Alan this before. I would guess that there's a large majority of people that imagine ghosts.
Oh, yes.
But as you get to it, you say you think there really is.
I tell you what really adds credibility to a ghost story is confirmation from multiple witnesses.
Right.
Or people who have had the same experience with a ghost and they all describe him the same way.
That don't know each other.
They don't know each other, and they don't even know the story. They don't even know a place is haunted, but they have this experience.
Interesting.
And that's what kind of makes me lean toward.
There's something to it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We got more coming up with Alan Brown talking about these ghost stories as we enter October. As we go back for a look in history, now you know a little bit about this. It was 1930 this guy would be born. And Texas is where he was born. J.P. Richardson is his name, but he was also known as
the Big Bopper.
He was. And tell us mysteriously what went on here.
All right. Well, in 1959, Waylon Jennings was a cricket. He was one of Buddy Holly's backup group. And he was supposed to get on the plane that ultimately crashed and killed everybody. Well, Waylon gave his seat to the Big Bopper. And I guess it's because Waylon was so big and the plane was crowded, and I don't know the exact reason. But anyway, and because of that, Waylon Jennings went on to have another career.
He sure did. And they attribute some of this to saying that the Bopper had a cold and that he needed a seat. The bus was going to be cold and long.
Yeah.
And give it up because I don't know if that is true or not, but that's been talk.
I have heard that.
So we don't know, but whatever the reason was, Waylon was destined to become a superstar because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this next guy, I remember watching this movie, and I enjoyed it. And it could happen.
It kind of reminds you about what's going on kind of now, doesn't it?
Imagine a president that, well, is not the best. He gets sick, and we don't need the nation to know that he's sick. So there's a look-alike, and they bring him in to be the president. And the movie was called Dave. Kevin Kline was born on this day in 1940. Did you watch that?
Oh, yes.
Wasn't it good?
It's a fun movie.
He ended up being a better president than the president was. Y'all watch that if you get a chance. That's one of those thumbs-up movies that
anybody can do that now, and you ain't even got to look like him.
There was a song out. He wrote "Take Me Down." I think you've heard of that. The Closer You Get, and I also had his own song "On the Left Side of the Bed."
Oh.
Yep. Anybody remember a guy named Mark Gray? He was a singer with Exile for years there. Mark Gray, great
man.
He sure was. Like him a whole lot there. A major superstar passed away on today. Baseball at its best. 1972, we would lose the great Jackie Robinson on this date.
Man.
Liked him too. Now, as a kid, I saw cigars in the beginning, and then it would later be switched to a lollipop on television.
Yeah, boy.
He drove a Buick, and we don't know why, but he did.
Oh, you're talking about Kojak?
There you go.
Telly Savalas.
Yep.
Kojak, I mean, everybody through the 70s and 80s knew that. It's starting to probably fade now, people who know that. But, man, that was a big TV show in its time. Somewhere around George Jefferson, it would come on. Mississippi's very own.
Oh.
I've never been so loved in all of my life. As we go back to remember the great Charlie Pride, had a #1 today in 1981. Anybody remember that song? I loved it. Charlie Pride was such a guy.
He was.
Now, this is more of Odie's style of music as we go to Drake. Drake was born today. Now, he's a rapper. That's all I can tell you. I've never heard one song. I just know that he is a major superstar in the world of entertainment.
I know the name, and I'm sure I've heard his music.
I can't say that I ever
Amy,
have.
have I heard the music? She can tell me. She knows who I've listened to. I've got a big genre that I like.
Mine's small, and I like to keep it small. I do know this. It was 1987. I just graduated from high school. And the first time I heard this guy, Joe Sure Knows How to Live. Boy, I like that song. And he done a song early this morning. He could tell his wife was all upset, and he was trying to hide behind the paper. And she leans over, and she goes, "Who do you know in California? Why is she calling here?" He was like, whoa.
Oof.
He had a #1 song today. It was called Shine, Shine, Shine. As we go back to remember Eddie Raven, one of the best there was. Joe Sure Knows How to Live. The list goes on and on of hits that Eddie Raven had. He was good at what he did. Winona, somewhere, years ago in 1992, No One Else on Earth. Y'all remember that?
Oh, yeah.
#1 for her back in 92. She started going by simply Why. We often have thought that. What about this guy?
Oh,
Not a moment too soon. This was back in the mullet days. I'm an Indian outlaw.
Oh, man. Greg don't care for this fellow too much.
Tim, I respect him. He started out with nothing and has remembered. He is Democrat, but he doesn't push his beliefs down you. He minds his own business, votes his own way, and takes care of the people around. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
His first song was Walking Down Memory Lane, and I'm telling you, the mullet was big back then. It was a minor hit. It made it to like 55 on the charts or something. It was way up there. But it would go into Indian Outlaw next, and there's nothing like a controversy to make you popular. And that's what happened is people going, we're going to boycott this. It makes other people want to find out why.
Yeah. Greg wanted to wear a mullet, but he just didn't have the hair.
He's going to get you. That's all I can tell you. This anybody named Raul has to have charm, and you'll remember him from the Addams Family. Do y'all remember Raul?
Oh, yeah.
He passed away in 90. He was a young fella. Passed away in 94, born in 40, so that made him, what, 54?
Yeah.
As you look at that young fella there, the Addams Family.
Yeah.
I have no beat. I can't, I'm one of them that if you were to put on it, I'd be off beat. Who was that? It was a movie where he just
Steve Morton
the jerk. That's me. I don't have it. As much as I love music, I ain't got it. Back in 2005, we would lose someone. She made a real big name for herself. Rosa Parks passed away on this date back in 2005. I did not realize it had gotten to be that long ago.
19 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter.
If y'all remember the song, Welcome Back. Julie, if you remember her real name was Marcy Strassman. She passed away today in 2014. She done some other parts, but that would be the part that most people would remember her from. Maureen O'Hare. Anybody know that name? And you go, well, maybe, I don't know. But you're going to know it as we go back to remember the great movie Miracle on 34th Street. She was a young lady in that. Beautiful. What a story to tell.
Yeah.
Because folks at the United States Post Office recognizes Santa Claus. He does exist.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to spoil the movie, but man, that's powerful.
You go watch it anyway. You got
Alan, is that not a good movie?
Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah.
Y'all check that out if you can. It is truly a movie for the times.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Anybody remember a guy that used to? What was his big song there? I found
Blueberry, my thrill on Blueberry Hill.
We can't sing, but you get the message there. Fats Domino.
Oh, they sang along with us, so it covered our sound.
I don't know that Fats had another song. He probably did, but no one remembers it now.
Yeah.
It's Blueberry Hill that made him to the top of that hill. His name was, I can't pronounce his last name, never could. So we're just going to call him Bitson because I can pronounce that. He passed away today back in 2017, and that was a good movie. That big redhead that I think could whoop us all one-handed, she was on that show with him. She's passed away since then, too. And the governor, he was dumb as a box of rocks.
Yes, he was.
Benson really ran the state, and we all know that. As we go back to 2021, James M. Tyler died. He was a guest appearance on Friends. This guy there, you've seen him on there several times, that blonde-headed guy.
I ain't never watched that show.
Yeah, you should. It's kind of funny. I didn't watch it while it was live. I watched it later in reruns.
Now, this dude's funny.
Leslie Jordan. I remember him being on Reba and trying to ask the TV show Reba and him trying to ask her out for a date. He was a funny little fella. Anybody remember this guy? Leslie Joyner was his name. He passed away
intended.
at 22. Correct. He was a character, to say the least there. And that kind of wraps up what happened today in history.
Fishing must not be good this morning.
Why is that?
Because Chet's watching.
Chet, why aren't you on the water?
It might not be any good. I know what it was. Chet Parker got off the water to go get him a nice cold Coca-Cola.
Well, there you go.
Because he needed something to give him a pep in his step, and the way to do it, Meridian Coca-Cola with the, I love Coca-Cola. And you're big Coca-Cola in the glass bottles.
I am.
Amy's vanilla and Greg's diet. We just got the whole gambit. Doc, what do you like on Coca-Cola?
Cherry
Coca-Cola. Yeah, and a Sprite. You're a Sprite drinker.
Yeah.
So, Good
More
stuff.
on the way. We'll tell you all about the score. I think it's 35 Bridge. Truck driver 0. We'll tell you about that next here at the Scotty Ray Report.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinara Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
As some folks are pointing out, walking in New Orleans and Ain't That a Shame. I'd forgotten about Ain't That a Shame with Fats. As we mentioned, this here bridge is the winner. No matter how many times they try, it always wins.
There's another bridge that gets hit about the same amount as this one, and that's the old Bankhead Tunnel down in Mobile. Of course, it's concrete, and I think this wood bridge is stronger than that concrete tunnel.
Look at this truck.
But they've got a sign up that says undefeated since 1943. And that's about what this bridge right here is.
He wasn't going very far. I think Simmons come on out and helped him out there. I mean, that's a total loss. I don't care how you slice it. The truck did not win that little incident there.
No, Simmons got him completely unloaded. Loaded it back up onto another truck and was able to get going down the road and move all that stuff out of the way. Simmons did an awesome job with that, but that bridge, I'm telling you.
Sometimes we can't explain things, but that's whoever built it should get an award because they really did it right. Down in, and they may have caught him overnight, and I don't know it yet, but Yazoo, Mississippi. I mean, as they pointed out in 310 to Yuma, even bad men love their mama.
Yeah.
This guy hit his mama with a skillet, and he is wanted by the police as we go here to take a look. Again, this is Yazoo, Mississippi. This isn't local, but this was such a unique story. I thought I would share this. Again, Yazoo Sheriff's Department looking for this. His name is Cedric Ross. If you happen to know where Cedric is, have seen him, call the police. You don't hit your mama with a skillet. That's just a no-no. Nobody likes that. Even outlaws will turn you in for doing something like that.
Yeah.
So we watched that. Let's see here. We had an incident yesterday as we go to the Meridian Fire Department. Look at this. They were out cleaning up. Why? Because, well, we had a boo-boo. Car was bumped there and hit that 154A exit there. Let me back this up to show you here. Let's, I think the video, there we are. Some damage there.
Lewis Wrecker on scene.
McQueen directing traffic. No major injuries. There was some shakeups, don't get me wrong, but everybody will be okay in the end. But, boy, that little stretch there by Boharala bottled up quick as people rolled along. And I wanted to bring this up because we see so many folks that go out helping folks. We got the trick-or-treat, the trunk-or-treat coming up in Russell at the fire department. Let me get the dates here. I got it on my phone.
And while you do that, while you're looking that up with these, we've got about 3 or 4 fire departments that want to do trick-or-treating at the stations. It's a safe place, great environment. And to help them out, grab a bag of candy, bring it by the Lima office and drop off the candy, and that's going to go to these fire departments to help them give out to the kids. So if you can, get out there and help them with some candy.
4 to 8 is going to be when they do this Saturday afternoon at the firehouse in Russell. They'll be there 4 to 8 doing that. Also Saturday morning, Russell's going to be out from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. that morning. The Russell Fire Department will do a boot drive, and that's where they do collections.
Yes, right.
They're going to be there by the railroad tracks at Marion Russell Road. So if you come through there, expect that. Give a couple of bucks. It helps out the fire department buying equipment and things that they need there.
Marion's got their trick-or-treat on Halloween. And we've got a couple more, so maybe they'll give us their days and times. But bring your candy donation by Lima and drop that off just to help the fire departments out just a little bit more.
There you go. Alan Brown, our special guest this morning, our writer extraordinaire for Lauderdale County, Mississippi. Over 40 books have been written. Your latest book, again, is what?
Mississippi Scoundrels.
Mississippi Scoundrels. He's going to be at Books and Million this weekend. I hope you can make it up and meet Alan. If you've never spoke to Alan before, you're going to enjoy it. He's a great storyteller. Now, you've helped out with the Historical Society in Meridian when they do the tour Meridian.
Yes. And I did I do the history tour, the downtown history tour in February, and the cemetery tour in October. Oh, no, sorry, September.
It was September, wasn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So let me ask this: with all this stuff being said, is there ever a time that recorded history? I know people have always said ghost ain't gonna hurt you; you'll hurt yourself trying to get away from them.
Yeah.
Has there ever been an encounter that you know of an object actually being moved, touched, or does that exist, or is that just fiction?
Well, there are. There's a show on the Travel Channel called Paranormal Caught on Film, where security cameras will show chairs moving by themselves at night when nobody's around, and or books just leaping off a desk. That's the sort of thing that if there's proof, evidence on film, that's hard to dispute.
Pretty good there. So that could happen there.
A lot of security cameras are a boon to parapsychologists, paranormal investigators, because they're always on the job.
But here's my question to that. There's a lot of people who go, I saw that on film, but that was edited. Someone made that happen.
Yeah.
Is that done more times than we think?
Well, probably. It probably is. Yeah. The one that's all over the internet now is a security camera that supposedly caught footage of a baby dinosaur, a baby raptor running across his backyard.
Really?
It's probably a dog. But once you plant that seed into somebody's mind, then they see the dinosaur, even though it's not real.
I can see somebody doing that.
Yeah.
So people, a figment of their imagination, and then your mind goes wild. And we've talked about this before of death. A lot of people will imagine that they have a dream, and they think that the dream is actually something.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that goes way, way back. That goes back to Joseph, to the Bible, the interpretation of dreams. And sometimes, the dreams do have their counterpart in reality. It seems to come true. And it's hard to dispute that.
It is.
Yeah.
Man alive. Alan Brown here with us. We need to give announce who the winner was.
There's a winner chicken dinner in the house this morning.
Pinch and Tails, we're giving away a gift card this morning, and as we go to announce this, they're going to be cooking, don't forget, Friday from 11 till 5 and Saturday 10 until 2. That's some of the things. Let me show you what the menu is like if you want to order up something there from the guys, and then we'll tell you who the winner is. Let me pull this up. Here you go. Here's the menu. We've got this posted on the page as well. Shrimp, crab meat. It just goes on and what Nick and the guys do there at Pinch and Tails. In Marion, can't miss them there. Who's the winner there?
In Marion. So, drum roll for winner of the gift certificate from Pinch and Tails is Michael Adrian Hill. So if that's your name, you are the winner of the gift certificate. Just show up down at Pinch and Tails, and they'll get you fixed up, and you'll be good to go. You'll be the life of the party.
It will be. Let me see here. We had, let's see here. I got some of these trunk or treats that I thought we should share here as we look at this. Aldersgate is going to be doing their trunk or treat on the 25th. Let's see here what else we got here. Candy Crawl will be the 26th Saturday in Meridian. We've got Fright Night on 8th Street, the 26th. Fall Festival, let me zoom in on this one. This is going to be at Mount Olive Baptist Church. We got a Fall Festival going on here at Bethany Baptist Church. This is big, and they're going to have this early. I want to remind you, the special needs children in our area, they're going to set aside 5 until 5:30 just for them first. Special needs on October the 29th. If you got a special needs child, make sure that they go there between 5 and 5:30 to MCC. And then after that, they'll start the regular candy. This is neat. I highly support this. These kids, they're great. And then 5:30 to 7:30 will be the rest of that going on there at MCC. So check it all out. Oh, wait a minute. MHP. What do they got going on? Troop H, Trunk or Treat, will be on Halloween night, 5 to 7. The state troopers always do a great job with that. Let's see here. Northeast High School, Family Fun Night. They're going to have that on October the 29th. And is that all of them there? Trunk or Treat Meridian Police Department will be the 29th. Yeah, go through these. We got just a ton of these for you to check out. It's just more and more of these as we load those, and we'll make another post of this, of all of them. Now, I am getting word. I got word. What was in the back of that 18-wheeler? Something worth protecting there, Odie.
What we got?
I'm going to call it spit cups. Foam cups.
Foam cups.
I have no idea why this guy ran. I have no answer. Maybe we'll find out more.
He was partaking in something
Yeah, and we don't know what it was.
Oh, and couldn't have been. What if I don't live near the restaurant? The winter. So this guy lives here, so
We'll assume there. Yeah.
Yeah. He's from here, so he can get there.
I did see where EMEPA is wearing pink. Go ahead, guys.
Look at there. That's what I'm talking about.
Again, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are, you most likely know someone who's been affected by this horrible, horrible disease. Alan Brown, let's talk again about when you're going to be up at Books A Million.
I will be at Books A Million Saturday from 1 till 4.
Come on out, book signing, autographing. All your books will be there, or certain ones?
All of them will. In fact, the manager, Ernest, just reordered some for me. So I should have plenty of books.
Come on up. Good deal. You will enjoy yourself. Easy to fall at the crossings. You can't miss it. Books A Million.
Yeah.
Alan, one of our all-time favorites, that is a storyteller, to say the least. Alan Brown, thank you for coming in and spending some time with us.
Thank you for having me, Scotty Ray.
All right, we got any birthdays, Odie?
We do have a few. We've got Faye Griffin. Very nice lady. Everybody knows her from the Queen City truck stop. 76 years young. Keith Rutledge, 66. Brandon Fluker is 17. Evelyn Williams, Kelly Clearman, and Wanda Boykins all having a birthday. LaWanda, you said a mouthful. Here's the thing. It is Breast Cancer Month. All women should go get your mammograms to stay on top of that. Make sure everything is still good to go. We're gonna, just like we do with every show, we're gonna do a Bible verse. That car. Do you have that truck that we're looking for? It's on the page.
Let me go back and pull that up.
So a special prayer throughout today. Every single person say a prayer. Number one, for this man and his family, that he comes through this, that God's will be done. And number two, that we find these two people, whether they're apprehended out and about or they turn themselves in. But this right here is something that crime is getting out of hand. It's already been out of hand, but this is uncalled for, and we pray that God intervenes and takes these two people here off the street.
I agree. I did want to mention before we closed that there was a home that was struck with gunfire last night. I had reports of gunfire everywhere. This home was struck in the 3000 block of 22nd Street in Meridian. As you'll see, this is 24th over here. It's just to the west of there. No one hurt, no one injured. That's the way it happened. Thank y'all for joining us. Alan came in, and of course Ben, who did a great job singing with us. Alan, you the man. You want to say hello to your wife? You need to get back in her graces.
I can say hello, Marilyn, but she won't hear me because she's asleep.
She's asleep?
She's asleep.
University of West Alabama is where Alan is a professor, teaches every day. And Alan's been working on my pronunciation. He's been working behind the scenes with me. After 30 years, do you give up?
No. I want you to keep mispronouncing words. It's fun.
Y'all, thank you. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
Wait a minute. We can't go yet. We've got the key of it all.
I thought you already done the Bible verse.
No,
Okay.
No, we got to get 1 John. It's a small one. Whosoever shall confess that Jesus is the Son of God, God dwelleth in him, and he is God. Have God dwell in you and change your life for the better. Now we can have them a good day, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Friday, it's coming.